Hey people, how are you doing? It's CJ Atemo. Welcome to another episode of Wisdom Moments on K24 with the Sage. Coming to you from the Panari Hotel that is along Mombasa Road, 6 kilometers from the city center, about another 6 kilometers to the airport. For those of you who are doing international travel, coming into the country from wherever you are and you're seeking a place where you will have good accommodation, excellent cuisine, and get a great view as well, this would be the place that you want to be. The connectivity around the city of Nairobi is great. You could have your conferences here, and you could have quite a number of things going on as well, your seminars, and even just if you just want to relax, have your holiday over here, you would. And it is quite good. So please come up over here, check out the Panari Hotel that is along Mombasa Road. You'll have the view of the Nairobi National Park as well. But I am coming to you from the 11th floor, that is the Sky Lounge, a place where you would hang out with your friends, your family, your fraternity, bring them out for both business and pleasure as well. There is a bar area, there is a kitchen area. You can do your grills, you can do your drinks and still have your meetings because it's such a beautiful piece right over here. So the 11th floor, the Sky Lounge, is a place for you to come and unwind, do business while you have pleasure as well. Please check out my social media platform, CJ Atemo everywhere, and especially my YouTube channel. Subscribe, set notifications, watch the videos, like, post your comments, and share. Have you ever gone to somebody needing help and you think that you know them, of course you've got to know them. That's how you would find the boldness to go to them and you seek help from them. And it seems like they're acting a bit different from the person that you have known before. I have dedicated this week to share certain nuggets, especially with young people who are seeking opportunities and just want to find spaces either in the marketplace or leadership or wherever it is. And one of the things that you will learn by the end of what I am doing this week is never to get familiar, because that's just the basis of everything that I'm talking about this week. That when you are sent to somebody, you go to somebody seeking help, seeking a door, seeking an opportunity, seeking a favor, an introduction, seeking recommendation, it is only because that person is in a particular space that you are not for now. And so you've got to recognize that and give due respect to that. That's why I called it relating upwards. It may be somebody who's your peer. It may be somebody who's younger than you. It may be somebody that you grew up with. It may be somebody you were in school with. It may have been your classmate, your roommate. But the fact that they have worked their way to a certain space in life needs for you to behave in a certain manner if they're going to help you get to where you want to go. Anytime you diminish the person, you're diminishing their accomplishments and their achievements. And yet the truth is, the only reason you would need them is because you have not done what they have done, or something has gone wrong for you. So never diminish anybody's achievements by familiarity. Never make somebody feel they have done nothing. They've worked hard, 7 years, 10 years, 5 years, 2 years, whichever way. They've worked to get to the place that they are. Even if all they have is their contacts, they've worked hard to get there. And they may even be your biological sibling. But do not look down at what they have done and accomplished just because you feel, if you do that, then you will make them look superior to you. It's not about superiority. It's about the fact that right now they are ahead and they're upward. So I've shared a few things that you have to mind out for whenever you're communicating with these people, especially in the space of the digital. Number one, you mind out your tone, because somebody will read your text, your email, and they pick up a tone. If your tone sounds rude, disrespectful, if it is entitled, then they will not want any dealings with you. And I did talk about body language. That is mostly in the cases where you are in a face-to-face communication with the person, same room. That's how I also talked about the element of contact. Sometimes some people are too touchy that it is not professional at all. So it puts people in a very weird position. Today, I want to share something else that people mostly take for granted, and that is jokes. The way people will say on social media that you don't know jokes, you're too serious. Well, there are spaces where you can't just bring in your jokes. There are spaces where you can't just bring them in. Because jokes are also contextual. They're very contextual. What may be a joke in one place may be offensive somewhere else. And what may be a joke to somebody at a particular time may not be a joke at a different time and in a different context and setup. You cannot just walk into spaces of people that are ahead of you and be cracking jokes, especially when they're very direct and personal around them. Just because in your mind you think you want to break the ice, or you still want to prove that you are cool. You know, you are these guys, you were together 5, 7, 10 years ago. You cannot do that. They're not the same person that you met 7 years ago, 5 years ago, 12 years ago. So you can just walk into a room and crack jokes about them. People do this even when they've met people who have made progress in their lives in different ways. So they're in a particular office. You've come to visit. You want to tell them about the things that you used to do while you were in school. If they're not telling that story, don't tell it. Not even on a light note. Whatever they are not telling, it's none of your business. You can't meet their spouses and begin to joke about them, because these are people who look up to them. There's a reason they're married to that person. There's a way they perceive them. There's a way they look at them. Do not be the person who, just because you have no discipline, just because you do not understand boundaries, just because you don't know how to communicate and easen up things without crossing the lines, becomes a person then who puts people in embarrassing situation. I remember somebody, tried to post something one day and then they tagged me on it. And according to them, it was on a light note, but it wasn't. It did not resonate with me and not even on the people who were reading the same thing. At some point, he had to pull it down. Why? He was not even in touch with me. No communication, no contact for a very long time. So we've not built the rapport. And then you cannot come publicly to try and ridicule something even on a light note, because then it will not fit. It will be something that is out of fit. That's why I say jokes are contextual. You've got to know what you can say, what you cannot say, how far you can go. For you to get to the place where you are the light in the room, because this is how some people view themselves. They feel everywhere they go into, they've got to make people laugh. Listen, there are places where nobody has time for that. You've got to understand the setup that you are in. Get to know who you are relating with. Get to know who you are in touch with. Get to know what you want in that particular place. Sometimes you'd rather say nothing and get what you need than open your mouth and lose everything you desired. Sometimes just get the former you, the anti, or rather the informal you, the non-formal you. Just get them out of the way and try to learn how to behave in certain spaces. You may go into somebody's office and you tell something that looks like a joke and they're quite embarrassed, and you end up being embarrassed, and you end up trying to apologize the whole time, and people are trying to clean up the mess and somebody's just trying to cover up that. Or you meet somebody who is introducing you to somebody else for a job, for an opportunity, some recommendation. And in trying to win their hearts, you feel like you need to crack a joke. You've not even learned the person, not learned their personality. You've not understood them. And you try to crack a joke and it backfires. Well, people make mistakes, yes, but there are certain mistakes that you can avoid just by listening to such kind of talk as I have had with you today. Don't blow up your chances just because you joke too much. Well, this has been Wisdom Moments on K24 with Ms. CJ Atemo, the Sage. Hope that it has been helpful to you. Again, this week, it's straight talk. We're keeping it quite real. It may be coming hard on you, but it is all for your good. You are my business, and so I've got to get into your business. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, CJ Atemo, and then set notifications, watch, like, post your comments, and share. I'd be glad. Get in touch with me on all social media platforms, CJ Atemo. Connect with me on LinkedIn as well. If you want me to come for a trading, a talk, you want coaching sessions, mentorship, please get in touch via the email that is on the screen, cjatsol@gmail.com. Also check out Castle, CJ Atemo School of Leadership on Facebook. Follow the page and just get to know the programs that we have over there. If you're interested, then we can get in touch and you plug in. Check out the Panari Hotel. Come and hang out at the Sky Lounge, and you will not regret that you did that. Till the next time, remember, every Monday to Friday, 9:55 a.m., we are right here on K24.